They do. Then they form covalent bonds or molecular compounds
Yes.
or covalent compounds. Same thing.
Why don't we watch a short video on molecular bonding?
Do it.
Okay. Hey, I brought some sugar today, Mr. Sam.
That probably tastes better than the salt we were playing with earlier.
Yeah. Tasty brown sugar. Now, I'm talking about brown sugar today, guys, because sugar is held together by covalent bonds. Sugar, or this is sucrose, is C12H22O11. And it's got carbons, hydrogens, and oxygens. Carbons, hydrogens, and oxygens are all nonmetals. Therefore, this is held together by a covalent bond. I think I'll have some more. Very good. Okay. And the last kind, of course, is a
metallic bond.
Metallic bond.
Yeah,
What's a metallic bond?
I wonder. Probably between
metal things. Metallica? Is that like that? Oh,
metallic? Oh, yeah, that's metal.
Yeah.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal. Oh,
yeah,
there you go. So this is actually a bond between a metal and a metal.
Yeah, and it could just be the same metal. It's the bond, like here we have some copper wire. That's just copper atoms. So it's the bond that holds those copper atoms together that make it a solid.
Yeah.
If atoms aren't held together, they're gases.
Right. So this is just a spool of some copper metal that it's all held together.
Yeah. Now we could also mix some metals and make an alloy,
Yeah.
and those would be held together by metal bonds. So if you take iron and put a bunch of other metals in there, you turn it into steel. So it's a bunch of different types of metals, but they're all metals. So they're still forming these metallic bonds between
Let's
them.
actually talk about an alloy in our video clip.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Actually, metal to metal. So
to the left of the staircase.
Metals here.
Including those guys down the bottom.
Yep, those are all the metals right there. Oh, not including hydrogen. I messed that up. Okay. So let's do a little metallic bonding.
Mr. Bergman, why do you have a bike?
Well, it's kind of light.
Yeah, and I know you like to ride bikes.
Yeah, this is like my old bike. I decided to go against this bike because it's got this like rear shock, and I kept racing these guys, my friends, and they all had hardtails, and I would like lose all my energy and lose going up the hills. So I decided I was going to switch out the bike.
So this is the old bike.
This is the old bike. The new bike is similar, but
let me guess, you're going to sell it on eBay.
Yeah, I think so. But the cool thing about this is it's made of a metal. It's made of aluminum. Now, sort of. It's actually an alloy of aluminum and some other chemicals to give it a certain amount of rigidity. Oh. But this is aluminum, which is a metal, and it's a metal bonded to a metal, which makes it a
metallic bond.
Metallic bond. So this is metallic bond. Now that's not the only thing. You could also look at my ring. I have a gold ring on. And this gold ring, of course, is a metal bonded to a metal. It's actually alloyed. Pure gold, interestingly enough, would be too soft. And so gold jewelry is not made of pure gold. It's alloyed with other chemicals. So this is a metallic bond.
Okay.
Oops. So, Mr. Stan, that's our summary of metallic, ionic, and covalent bonding.
That's it. Now, what happens to the electrons in a metallic bond, Mr. Bergman?
Well, there's kind of like this commune thing going on there.
Do you want to talk about that now, or should we talk about it some other time?
Well, we can do it now.
All right, let's talk about the metal commune.
So if you've got the metal commune, you've got metals, of course, in the center is their nucleus.
Okay.
And they have a positive charge, all nuclei. And then the electrons don't really belong to one of them, but to like all of them.
Oh.
So if, let's say for example, the electrons of everybody's happen to sort of live on this side of the structure, what charge would that have?
That's going to be somewhat negative.
Yeah, negative. And that, of course, that makes this side positive.
Yeah.
And since this is positive and this is negative, they're attracted to each other, and therefore they stick
together.
So that's what's going on. So if you look at my bike, as we just saw just a minute ago, in that bike there's electrons moving around. Kind of
the electrons are moving in your bike?
Yes.
Weird.
I know. It looks like it's static, but it's actually the electrons are moving, and that's what holds them
together.
together.
So the electrons aren't yours, mine, they're
ours.
Our electrons.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, that's our quick introduction to bonding. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.